Well, hello, what's up, how is everybody doing? Hope we're all having a wonderful day. Today we're gonna have a chat, a talk about classes in the game. What is the best class for you? Gonna talk about how strong they are, what do they do, which one is a tank, which one is an assassin, anything. Now, first press tab and find free training camp. When you go to this guy right here, wherever you are on the map, you can try every single class in the game. So go to him, try classes out if you want before you decide what you pick, and then press P. Now, here, P, this one right here opens skills, opens at around level 21. I don't remember, but it should open back then. The points, these are the points which you get in by using tokens, buying books, or just playing the game Siege Battles. These points right here are very difficult to get because it requires a lot of points. So early into the game you have to choose the right weapon. So unfortunate, you have to be very careful. So we're gonna talk about it. This is gonna help mostly new players, returning players, or players that want to switch the class. First we got Shortsword and Shield, heavy armor. This is the tankiest class in the game. If you want to be a tank, this is the best choice for you. You don't do really well in PvP. You're not gonna tank extremely a lot against tier 5 units because golden units steal shot, but you're almost immortal with this skill right here. This is what I recommend to have all the time. Iron Sight 3, it's a must. It makes you tanky as hell, almost invincible, no one can kill you. So, just a tanky class. If this is what you want, it's very easy class, I will definitely recommend it. This is the tankiest class in the game, so go for it. Glaive, this is what you start with. Not the best class, very clunky, difficult to play, but I do love this skill right here. 15% more damage to friendly units, all your units, pretty good. Pretty good. It has a nice ultimate, Flying Reaper, which CC you for like 4 seconds with the rune. It's not the best class, it's pretty clunky, it's still kinda tanky. You get it early into the game, so I don't know, make your choice. I wouldn't recommend it for new players though, just saying. Pike. You have to unlock it from the seasonal units, so you have to press F5 and unlock it from the season. It does have a bunch of quests, unfortunately, but the Pike is a very good class. It's hard to master, but in PvP you can do a lot. It's not the best against units, but in PvP it's really good. In PvP the weapon is really good. Wouldn't recommend for new players. It's a medium armor too, so you're pretty squishy, but your choice. Bow. Longbow is one of the weakest class into the game. It's a range class. Range classes are not doing so well, so I wouldn't recommend for anyone. But you can kill peasants and range units. So if you hate range units, go for Longbow. It has the highest range, you can snipe the enemy range units. It doesn't do that well because it's difficult to play, and in PvP, PvP means hero versus hero. You're not gonna do nothing. So if they catch you, you're pretty much dead. You're just on top of the wall, shooting at the enemy range units, and that's it. Not the best, I wouldn't recommend it. Seriously, I wouldn't. Dual Blades, one of the best assassin class into the game. It is very good because it does very well against units and against heroes. And it's light armor, you can die very easily, so be careful. I would recommend to have this skill all the time. Shurikens, you can poke the enemy units all the time, do a lot of damage, poison, very good even against heroes. And this skill right here, which is marked for dead. Both of these skills you must have it. The rest of the skills, it's up to you, your choice. I prefer to go the bomb because it's very good too. So yeah, very good class, but a bit difficult early into the game. Once you learn it, you're gonna have a good time. It's one of the best assassin class into the game. It's a very good class, definitely recommend it. Just be careful, you need a little bit of time to learn it. Musket, best range unit class in the game. This build right here, it's for PvE. Practically you throw bombs at the enemy units, mostly range units, and you shot them. And that's it. You can play this right here, 5 rounds rapid. You can shot enemy heroes in general, but this is very difficult to play, so I wouldn't recommend it. It is the best range class in the game. It's not the greatest, as I said, range classes don't do so well. If the enemy catches you, you're pretty much dead, and the visual kinda sucks. It kills my eyes, but if you prefer a range class, this is probably the best. You kill range units, enemy units with the bombs all the time. So it does pretty well for itself. It's not the worst. Short bow. Short bow in PvP, this is what it is for, just PvP. You kill enemy heroes pretty nicely, but unfortunately the class needs, how does it say, the purple gear, and that's very difficult to get. If you're a new player, avoid short bow, go for Musket, much more better choice. Nodachi. Early into the game, Nodachi is very good. It's not difficult of a class, you just have to be positioned correctly. It's very good against units, and it does pretty well against PvP, yes. In PvP, Nodachi can be quite of a monster if played correctly. You have to be scared of assassins though, you're still a medium armor, so if assassins CC you, you're most likely dead, especially in big blob fights. The class doesn't do the best this season, because golden units are way too strong, so you have to be careful about that. But early into the game, Nodachi is not bad, man. I think for one season you could definitely play it as a new player. It's a good choice in the end. You have damage, you heal a lot, it does pretty well against units. Why not? Poleaxe. Poleaxe is probably one of the best heavy armors in the game, for the pure reason because it's tanky, and the CC it has, it's so obnoxious. It does way too much CC, like way too much. They just keep you down for 10 years and you never wake up, and it's a very tanky class. It can CC enemy units too if you use this skill right here, lock bar strikes. You can CC anyone into your path, and if you have the purple set, it's gonna be even more terrifying to deal with the Poleaxe. Wouldn't recommend for a lot of players because it's a very clunky class. So a lot of new players probably not gonna like it, but it's a good one. It's a good one. Longsword. Longsword is a tanky class too, heavy armor again, not the tankiest into the game. You can CC a little bit the enemies with this skill right here, which I would recommend, but this is a support class for this one right here, Mercy of Heaven. Kill your allies, yourself, units, and you give them 10% defense with the rune. This is a support class, that's all, nothing else. You don't do so much in PvP, in PvE you just heal your units. You can get MVP a lot of time because you keep healing, which is pretty nice. The healing been buffed, the rest been nerfed. So if you want to be a support, Longsword and Shield, it's the best choice for you. Spear. Unfortunately, Spear is pretty forgotten. Doom doesn't do so well at the moment, so I wouldn't really recommend it. Maybe it's gonna get a buff in the future. If you're a new player, a turning player, or you want to switch classes for a medium armor, I wouldn't recommend Spear, but you do you. Maul. Maul is still a very fun class, I like it myself. This is the skill I would recommend, but it doesn't do so well because it's very clunky. And the new class, the Spartan class, which you're gonna see in a few seconds, it kinda annoys everyone. So Maul still does very well in PvP against heroes, if played correctly, but it's very clunky and can be stopped easily. You still have a lot of CC with the unit, with the class though, so you can CC enemy units pretty easily in general. But it's not the best at the moment, so... And yes, you have to farm it from the seasonal. So there is seasonal units, so there is a lot of quests, which is a bit obnoxious. I wouldn't really recommend for new players, but you do you. It's not a bad of a class, and it's easy to play. It's really easy to play. Chain and Dart and Scimitar, very easy class. Not the best assassin class in my opinion. I think Dual Blades is much more better. This class right here can 1v1 anyone. It's really easy to play. It's a very good assassin class, and you can destroy anything in 1v1. Doesn't do the best against units, but against heroes you're pretty much godlike. I think Dual Blades is better because Dual Blades does better against units, so that's why it's better. But this, you have to farm it from seasonal units, unfortunately. From season, whatever the name is, I forgot. And it's a good assassin class. It is a good assassin class. Just be careful, because you still light armor and you can get shot at pretty easily. You don't do much against PvE, against units, but in PvP you're godlike. And Spear and Shield, or the Spartan class as I call it. Yeah, this is the best class in the game at the moment. Tanky, blocks pretty much any ability, almost any ability. Got good amount of damage, great block, can poke at range with this Heracles throw, spear throw, and you have a fantastic kick. It doesn't do the best in tier 5, the kick, because a lot of units are CC heavy CC immunity, but the class is really good. So yes, you have to farm this from the Spartan season, which is this season right here, but it's kind of worth it. To be honest, this class, it is worth going for. So if you're a new player and you want to go for it, why not? It's not difficult to play, it's actually pretty easy, so go for it. Anyway, these are all the classes. You can check my tier list. I did a tier list about it a few weeks ago, a week or two ago, this season, if you want to check it out to see which the best, which the worst. And these are the classes. Choose yours correctly because you don't have many points, so be careful. Anyway, let me know what class you pick. Let me know what you want to switch. Maybe you want to switch to another class. Let me know which one you prefer. And with that being said, thank you for watching. Hope it helps, and I see you in the next one.